In this piece, we're going to talk about more than one at a time. There are 3 types of rhetorical devices that are kind of similar and therefore can be somewhat confusing. And those are repetition, anaphora, restatement, and parallelism. And what I've got for you below, that's an M, is an example of 2 of them. Actually, 3 of them, really. Okay, so let me kind of show you. So we had done everything that could be done to avert the storm which is now coming on. We have petitioned, we have remonstrated, we have supplicated, we have prostrated ourselves before the throne, and have implored its interposition to arrest the tyrannical hands of the ministry and parliament. So let's talk about first what each of these things are. Repetition means a word or a phrase is repeated over and over and over again. If you've ever read Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, I have a dream, he repeats, I have a dream throughout the speech. That is repetition. Okay, and anaphora is when the first word or the first couple of words opening up a phrase or a sentence is repeated right there together. A restatement is when you say the same thing in differently. And then parallelism is only talking about structure. Well, if we look, starting here, we're going to see an example of several of these. So here we go. We have done everything that can be done to avert the storm. We have petitioned. Okay? We have remonstrated. We have supplicated. We have prostrated ourselves before the throne and have implored its interposition to the arrest of the tyrannical hands of the ministry of parliament. Well, we have the phrase we have repeated multiple times at the beginning of a phrase. So that is an anaphora. So an anaphora is the we haves. However, if you look up the words petition, remonstrated, supplicated, and even prostrated to the most part, and implored, really, are always the saying, well, the idea of prostrating yourself before the throne and implored. So we will take prostrated out. My bad. Okay. But basically, petitioned, remonstrated, supplicated, and implored are all the same. They all mean that they're synonyms. They all basically mean we have asked. We have begged. They're saying that we have gone and done this 100 times, and he's repeating it. But it's not, it's different words saying the same thing. So therefore, all these words together are restatement. Because he's saying we have begged the same, basically he's saying it 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a different way. Okay? So that is a restatement. And the last one is parallel. And like I said, with parallel, you're not looking for the same words. It does not have to have the same words in order to be parallel. Okay? It has to have the same structure. So if you look at it, you have we have petitioned, we have remonstrated, we have supplicated, we have prostrated. So you're hearing the we bop 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 bop, and it's the same exact, basically sentence structure. Okay, that is together. So you could say I have run, I have jumped, or she has run, he. However you want to do it, but the words do not have to be the same. The structure must be the same. So because the structure is the same, these are parallel. So now what I want you to do is I've given you an example of anaphora, restatement, and parallelism. I want you to go back and see if you can find examples of that. And then see if you can find which repetition basically is kind of the same, we have right here as well. See if you can find an example of repetition. So you're looking for repetition, anaphora, restatement, and parallelism. You need to underline them, and then off to the side, go ahead and tell me, okay, label it as to what it is.